everybody? Welcome back. Week 3 starting off. Late model open series time here at Southern National. Going out for qualifying. Finally got back into the top split. We are car number 9 of 13. Not quite as strong as the first week I was in top split, but still not a bad strength of field by any means. We're going to see if we can put it as close to the middle of the pack as possible. First lap's always my throwaway, second lap is always quicker, so first lap just going to try to run to the line, get the tires a little warmer. Let's see what we can do, hopefully not overdrive turn 1.
Your last lap time was at 50.
Loose out of turn 2, cost us a little bit of time. Car's just tight center of the corner. Not a great lap, 8:30. I think we're probably like 3.5 to 4 tenths off. Sitting in 10th right now. Not the good spot to be. Looks like we're about 3 tenths off, a little over 3 tenths. So, yeah, like I said, a little bit tight for me. Probably just overdrove the entries in all honesty, and just tried to roll too much on the right front. So we'll see what we can do. Only supposed to pick up 1 spot. Hopefully, actually we got bumped back to 11th. So we can pick up 2 spots to be where we are, but we're gonna try to shoot for like a 6th if we can. That's a lot of spots to gain. I'm hoping maybe we just take advantage of the inside, gain them that way. Switch over to the race setup. Why did we have that issue? Alright, looks like I screwed a couple things up, so we're just gonna get this stuff up. Drop. Not the most ideal time to be doing this, but we'll get it squared away. And we'll go up there. Alright. It's not the most ideal thing to do. Let's get paints refreshed. Had it and apparently saved over top of it, so hopefully this is going to put me close to what I had for the setup. Shouldn't be terribly far off. Car's probably not going to be super competitive, but like I said, we're just going to shoot for trying to take advantage of starting on the inside. We've only got 1 car behind us, so we screw up on the start, not really far back we can go. Just kind of watch everybody, try to stay as close as we can, take advantage of passing opportunities when we can. That's going to be underneath, off of 2 and off of 4, so that you can get the inside line away into 1 and 3. Those are going to be the best spots to try to gain on somebody, so just do what we can here. Hopefully keep it clean, not lose too much. We have iRacing, get it back in the right direction. I know I'm a pretty big underdog in these top split races, but I like to get into them, just challenge myself against the best people, and you know, hopefully each week get better and better, so that hopefully by the end of the season, I don't think I'll be anywhere near winning a race, but you know, hoping to finish in top 5 every time, or you know, at least a good contention for a top 5, and you know, maybe start cracking a couple podiums if we can. Ready to go. Pace car is going to be rolling off.
Okay, Jake, get ready. Go.
Leaders off and rolling. 8, not really get a great start.
You got one right side. Rewind.
Tightens up. Getting a 3 wide call, which is not fun to hear.
Still there.
10.
Clear high.
A little bit of contact from behind. Trying to get away from the 10. I think he went from the outside to the inside.
Right side. He's still there.
Trying to work to the inside of the 11 right now.
He's still there. Keep digging.
Got by him. Should put us into 8th now.
E9.
I lied. 9th. Sorry. So up a couple spots. Now we just gotta hope for pace. Maybe some luck with some free spots.
The guy ahead's lap time is at 14.89.
Not feeling any pressure from behind, which is nice.
last lap was a 14.92.
Car feels pretty decent right now, which is scaring me that it's going to tighten up too much later on, but just trying to keep running it smooth as we can.
The lap time was a 14.88 V9.
Side by side, up ahead for 4th and 5th. Front 3 are starting to check out, and then you got to break away for 4th and 5th from the 6th place car. But we're starting to catch them a little bit as they run side by side. Goal in this race is to keep it on the lead lap. Been about 3/10 off per lap. So the fastest guys top split, so hopefully we can keep it. We can keep it on the lead lap. That'll be within that 3/10 range.
That was a 14.94.
A little loose out of turn 2. Just cannot quite get to the 8 up ahead. Now he starts to make a couple of mistakes so we get there. Laps are going to go by, but they're going to take a while. 8's getting
Right
loose.
side.
Try to get to the
That lap
inside,
was
see
a
if we can get by him.
15.00.
Clear.
The gap
Clear
behind
him.
is
I think
now
he was going to
0.15.
look for the crossover. Try to defend the bottom. Hopefully he keeps making mistakes so we can start pulling away. 6 is going to be the next one to try to go after.
P8.
So up to 8th. 2
Alright,
spots
Jake,
away
the
from
next car is
where I
out.
wanted to try to get to, but now we got a big gap to get to the 6. Gotta ensure that I don't overdrive it like that.
The
Gotta
gap to
roll
Barrett
the center a
front
little
is
bit
now
better.
0.93.
Almost a second back of the 6. Need to back up the entries into 3. About a 10th slower right now than the 6, so it's going to be tough to gain any more without some help. Looks like there's a little bit as it tightens back up. Maybe contact between
Reeling
the
Barrett. The gap is now
7 and the 4.
0.34.
He's trying to hang on, but he's a few tenths back.
8th place. That lap was a 15.07.
A little bit of a bounce off the wall there. No harm, no
Just
foul.
15.09.
Drove the entry to 3 there a little bit. It's allowing those 3 to pull away.
The lap
Like I
time
said, I
was
think those 3 are probably just
15.14.
faster. They back up the entry to 3 a little bit.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 91 Fahrenheit. Okay, Jake. Lap times are pretty consistent.
Moving the brake bias back a little bit. Really screwed up 3 and 4 there. So reasonably the only way we're going to get another spot is if somebody wrecks. Which I guess it's possible some payback could happen between the 7 and 4, and we could potentially lose a spot back to the 8th before the end of the race. Car's definitely fallen off a little harder than I wanted it to. But I would also say that I'm not really helping from a driving perspective.
That lap time was 15.
Guessing there's some slower traffic that the one's not real happy with. He's starting to catch back up. See how clean he's gonna be. Start defending the bottom a little bit more on entries just to keep him from trying to get to our inside. It's definitely getting there though.
That was a 50.
Try to protect it as best as I can. Love racing here at Southern National, even though I'm terrible at it. It's a fun track. It's a quick track. Lots of action. Slower car up ahead, that's the 10. Clip the apron, shoots me up a little bit. Thankfully 8 was not able to get underneath us. Lap 30 now.
You've just
20 to go next time by. Kind of overshoots it, gets loose, able to stay close to us. Just trying to get off the corners a little better than he does.
You've just done a 15.38.
10 gets loose in the middle of 3 and 4 up ahead. He's pulling away though. I'm gonna guess he's on fresher tires. Just gonna help a little bit. Get turned by the 8. So
Pit lane speed limit is 35 miles per hour.
try to get the car going.
To stay inside the line.
Leaders are coming, so just get it corrected. We'll be down a lap. Nothing I can do. 8 just decided to use contact. I mean, I get he was tired. Sitting behind me. I don't know. I felt like I was in front of him. Didn't cut down on him. But... So it's going to be back to where we started. 11th place.
That lap time was
not much I could do. I don't know. Doubt we'll get to the 11. Sucks that happened. Just it's what it is when people get impatient in top splits, or I guess I should say in general, short track racing. Kinda gotta expect some contact, so it's not a problem. It's not how I like to race people, but
that was
at some point gonna have to race people how they want to race me. If we ever get back around them. Not saying we're gonna go head hunting, but next time we're in the same situation, we're not gonna extend the same courtesy. We'll take a look. Maybe I did cut down on him, but really felt like I was still in front of him, and he just got to our left rear and hit us. So, we're not going to hit the average lap goal, but nothing I can really do about that, especially when I'm driving terrible now. Just have to keep the car in one piece, get out of here with the 2X. Take the lumps. Move on.
That was a 15.49.
With the right bias back the rest of the way, just to finish out the race. So definitely need to work on getting the car to rotate through the center a lot better.
That was a
Hope me not tighten up, and that's where I'm getting killed.
Behind is now 4.0.
Back on the throttle a little too early too.
That's good consistency. Keep it up.
Far by here soon. Get him by into turn 1. No reason to hold him up now.
Far inside, keep high.
Your last lap time was a 15.
Clear inside.
The gap behind is now 4.2.
Ten's technically catching us, but I obviously had to slow down quite a bit to get the 4 on by, so it's the only reason why. More laps to go.
The car behind's pitting. The gap to Dixon ahead is now 7.7. You've just done a 15.44.
Right side as we've been faster than the 11. What was the 13? Well, we're probably 9th place car on the track. Reasonably, have we not gotten spun? Just right where I'm supposed to be.
2 to go. That lap was a 15.4.
White flag this time.
Okay, Jake. The next car is Dixon. White flag. 1 more to go. The gap to Dixon ahead is now 7.4.
11th place finish sucks. That sucks. Deserved a couple spots better, reasonably. Just
E11.
not the best way to be run by the 8. Frustrating to wreck us for 8, if that's what he did. I don't really see the point. But what do I know? Tires were 84, 85, definitely hotter on the right front. Like I said, just rolling over too much on it. It's probably also how I was driving it, so... Let's take a look at what happened. Take a look at everything. Alright, so 13 is outside. He gets loose, gets the wall. It got us by him. 10 bumped us a little bit getting into 3. No big deal. It was a straight shot, so harm there. 28 on the car. Gets the wall down the backstretch. I did that. 57 gets loose. Barely drags the wall with the right rear backstretch. This was the 411 on the car. Just getting the wall front stretch. Here goes the 10. Losing it. Has to slow down big time. Find a net code of the wall. 8's going to get the wall behind, which was 2 on the car. 28's going to get the wall down the front stretch with the right front. He's going to get the wall again. That was netcode. 1's going to netcode. I barely grazed it. So I wasn't the only one to do that. 28 gets it, bounces it off. 14 netcodes it, kind of gets it. 10's going to get a shot from the 12, who then gives him another shot, sends him up the track. Right in front of the leader. And he's really slow, leader has to dodge him. 14 going to get the wall again down the front stretch. 66. Started his netcode, gets the wall. A lot of wall tapping. Yep. Actually, this is going to be another one. There's the 4 on his own. Everybody doing that. 4 gets it a little bit harder. So many wall drags. There's my turn. 13 goes into a big slide. So apparently we don't get to see the deal. A little loose, a little tap. That one he's able to keep straight. Here's the 10. Loses it in front of the 13, and then 13 kind of finishes him off. They both go up. 10's down on pit road. Lots of wall taps. And a break. race. Alright, so somehow we don't get to see the one that I did, which seems like it's broken, so we'll take a look at that. 10 was rough all over. Alright, so the 8, which is the 2 on the car, was catching us. I mean, there's no doubt about that, but hanging on my line, holding them off. You know, wasn't chopping, wasn't doing anything that way. He's going to get us in 3 and 4, so he's going to close up. Yeah, he just sends it in. I mean, he just drove it a bit deeper and just got right into the left rear. And unfortunately, that one I couldn't save. As you watch, I mean, he's third of a car length back, quarter of a car length back. Just drives in a little deeper and just gets right into the left rear. Right in the left rear. Let's see, when he gets to the left rear, what's my wheel deflection look like? And wheels at the point. That's about as far as it can go. Yeah, I mean, when I got the wheel 90 degrees to the left and I get hit and it's going to rotate it, I've got no chance of saving that thing. I tried to do what I could, lock it down, and then try to turn it around in front of the field as best as I could. Kept it down, you know, and then just got on the throttle too much otherwise. But we still should have been out of the way. The leaders just, yeah, I don't know. It just, you know, drove it in deep, unfortunately. So, rough break. I don't know. Tell me if you think that I did something wrong or checked up too much that, you know, caused him to get into it. To me, it looked like he just overdrove it a bit. I mean, that's probably what his car could do, but with me in front, you know, he just at that point didn't seem to really care to stay off. So maybe it's just a mistake. I don't know. Frustrating note, you know. Looks like he apologized. So take that as, you know, an honest mistake. It's frustrating to have it happen, but you know, you would like to think in these splits, these ratings people could avoid that, but obviously I have done that plenty of times to people, so I gotta take it with a grain of salt. It's just wrong place, wrong time again, bad break. So take a look at the results. They're not gonna be real pretty, but hopefully not the worst in the world. 41.01 strength of field, like I said, 4 splits, a really big difference between first and second split. So wish I could have got a little more out of it. We gained just a tiny bit of safety rating. We'll lose not a horrible amount of I rating, but obviously it sucks to lose I rating anytime I can. So about 4/10 lap off. Hard to judge that because we had, instead of a 14 or a 15-second lap, we had a 10-second or 25-second lap. So you take those 2 laps out of it, that one, and then the next one getting rolling, you're probably talking 10th of a second at least. 2/10, something like that. So, we probably end up somewhere in this 8th place spot, 8th to 9th place spot, and we're probably now 3/10 off, 2 to 3/10, which we probably would have been in where I wanted to be in terms of the pace compared to the leader. So, like I said, real frustrating break. Just got to work on driving a little better, not overdriving the entries, and working on the setup a little bit more to get it a little bit more efficient through the corners for me. But still kind of fit my driving style or what I'm capable of doing right now. So bad break, tough race. Wish it would have been better than that. Hopefully you guys still enjoyed it, and like I said, love to hear the feedback on your thoughts on the 8. Obviously, apologize. So whether or not I take any blame, that's what I'd love to hear from you guys. So with that, we will call it a race, and love to hear from you guys. And until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.